Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Tiger 1. It's a tier 7 German heavy tank. It's located on the east spawn of Studzianki, and this one is under the command of Goliath Killer 1. Now, the feared German Tiger, 1,354 of these made. Panzerkampfwagen Mark 6. It was quite a tank actually at the time because it was technologically more advanced than many of the Allied tanks, but it was hampered by its own technical superiority in many ways because it was too heavily engineered, and in fact there was some parts in it which just kept breaking down. So yeah, it had a lot of maintenance issues, a lot, but it did have very tough armor which made it very much feared on the battlefield. But in the game, it's not feared at all because, after all, this game is by a Belarusian company, and therefore the Russian wins always. No, not quite, but you know what I mean. Okay, well, he's got to the factory or the power plant, whichever way you want to call it. Found an enemy, puts a round into the KV-85, but takes a round from a T-34 to the south, which actually bounces off the armor. Yeah, that T-34 pulled back into cover as quickly as he could. Looks like they've occupied the trench, but they're going to meet a tank of our own. And the AMX 1357 takes a round for 258, and now we can get a shot on a SU-100. Nice one, 233. Now the 88mm gun that this is armed with will do 240 alpha, penetrating 203mm of armor, and he just sliced straight through that Panzer Mark 4H. And he was spotted again, and ooh, there's the KV-85, and we've got an ONI up here as well. Unfortunately, that was at the wrong angle, and the shell wasn't going to go through. And that KV-85, well, he can get the tracks. He might have been able to get the front of it, but I just aimed like that. Yeah, that's got it. And, well, we took a round on the gun. It's going to be difficult to get a shell through the ONI, but you can go for the shoulders. At the moment, he's the only tank who's actually holding off the enemy, cutting straight through the power plant. And he's just spotted a Super Hellcat to the north, pulling around. He needs to go defensive at this point. 90mm gun. Puts a round through the Super Hellcat. Very nice. And trying to go for the next shot. Unfortunately, took a 90mm round as well. Try to get him. Nope. And now he's facing the ONI, who's driven through the factory, stroke power plant, and is actually very close. Now, shoot the sides. Yep, nicely done. Still got a problem with that Super Hellcat to our side. Oh, excellent shot. So that's his first kill. And takes a round from the KV-85, who came round from the south. Puts a round into the ONI. Now he needs to worry because he's caught in the crossfire. And his engine's damaged. Needs to deal with the KV-85 first. And the KV-85's down. Okay, so now he can deal with the ONI. Oh, took another round. And the Hellcat. Oh, yes. That was unfortunate. Facing two enemies at the same time. And the enemies push through the factory. But they are 4 tanks ahead of the enemy. And that ONI is now starting to take rounds. That's an Arty. And yes, he's being shredded bit by bit. And I think the Hellcat's being hit as well. And the ONI's killed. So the enemy's now down to just 5 tanks. And, well, they're facing 11 on Goliath Killer's team. He did a good job holding up almost exclusively on his own in this corner. But he was facing shells coming from the south, coming from that Hellcat, and also coming from the Oni. And when you're facing three different crossfires, the best thing to do is actually just pick on one of them and take them out of the equation, and then trying to get into cover. And we are capping now. So it looks like the enemy is well and truly going to lose this game. Unfortunately, the IS is taking quite a few Arty rounds. The Wolverine goes down, which means there's only 3 Arty left now. So there's no point in capping. You might as well just go after the Arty. They are an AMX-13F3, an M44 and a Grilla. There's the Grilla. Now, when I say something like that, go after the Arty, of course, that neglects to mention that Arty can be very powerful. I know that, being an Arty player. And there goes the Grilla. So we've got the M44, who's propelled himself to the other side of the factories. And now it's just the AMX-13F3, who's probably up in the woods in the centre. And he's not. He's over there. And that's the end of the game. So let's have a look and see how Goliath Killer 1 got on in his Tiger 1. Well, it was only a second-class tanker for Goliath Killer 1 and Tiger 1, but he did get a 5 for effect. He picked up a High Caliber Battle Hero medal, and he also got a Confederate as well for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and his win rate was 3,557. Look at the team score, we can see his highest damage was 2,235 hit points of damage. Next highest scorer, and the only other player other than the IS who managed to get over 1,000 hit points were the Jagdpanzer IV and the IS. 1527 for the Jagdpanzer IV, 1321 for the IS. When it came to kills, it was the Stug 3G got 3 kills, the IS got 2, the M44 and the Hellcat 2. Goliath Killer only got the 1 kill, unfortunately, but when it came to base XP, he was in second place. The Jagdpanzer IV managed 811, he managed 735, and 690 goes to the M44. 14 shots fired, 12 direct hits, 10 penetrations, damage of 2,235 hit points, of which 850 were at more than 300 meters. He received 7 hits from the enemy, 5 of those were penetrations, 2 non-penetrations, and block damage of 475 hit points in total. Spotted 4 enemy tanks, damaged 7, killed 1, and 289 hit points of damage assistance. On a free-to-play account, he earned 28,084 credits, got 30,000 for completing the mission events, and the total came to 58,084 credits altogether. After repair and ammunition resupply, took away 43,690 credits. He picked up 2 bonds, one for the High Caliber, one for the Confederate, and 735 base XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 1,470 experience points altogether. So it's not a lot of medals, and it's not a very high classification there, but actually you can see that he actually did try to hold that position all on his own, and well, he was facing fearful odds. Being shot at from so many different directions, it was very, very difficult for him to actually win that. But even so, he still did get a kill. He shot that Super Hellcat on the moon and scored the most damage in the game. So well done to him. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thank you for watching.